Welcome to the MSDW podcast. I'm Jason Gumpert, editor at MS Dynamics World. On this episode, we are previewing Directions North America 2026 with my guest, Trish Boccuti. She is on the board of Directions North America. She is the vice president and content chair. She is also the director of customer success at Innovia. Trish and I chat about what you can expect when you attend Directions North America 2026, which takes place April 27th to 29th in Orlando, Florida at the Hyatt Regency Orlando. We talk about the agenda, which is out now, how Microsoft is participating this year, and really what makes Microsoft's presence unique at this event. Trish also shares a bit about what she is looking forward to at the event in terms of sessions and experiences, and we chat a bit about the marketing pre-day that is planned for April 26th. All right. Well, Trish, welcome back to the podcast. Great to talk to you again.
Thanks for inviting me to join, Jason. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we wanted to talk about Directions North America 2026 today. It's coming up quickly. You and I are both longtime Directions North America participants in our own ways. We've probably seen each other at almost everyone going back more than 10 years, I would think, at this point. But just to start off, can we sort of talk about, for our listeners, sort of what your current role is, what your involvement with the event is, and maybe how do you see your history with the event?
Sure, absolutely. We've experienced lots of great dinners together too, Jason, over all those directions, for sure. So I am currently the vice president and the content committee chairperson for Directions North America. So in the content role, I am responsible for all of the content, but I definitely don't do it alone. We have a whole content committee of people that are fantastic and dedicate a lot of time to reviewing the sessions and helping choose which sessions we end up taking. And I've been on the board. I was on the board for about 5 years. Then I changed jobs, came over to Innovia where I work today, and then was invited back on the board after I started at Innovia. So probably about 10 years of service over the time. But I'm really excited to be part of the team. And it's such a great event with so many people dedicating so much time to putting on a great event for our partner community.
Yeah, I mean, the group of people who really make the organization work and bring the event together are putting in a ton of effort. And I think that we'll get into that a bit more as we talk here. Because I mean, what I really wanted to do today was to just give our listeners a real understanding of what the experience of the event's going to be, who's going to be there, all those sorts of things. And yeah, let's start there and we'll sort of work back to a few of the other points. Who do you expect to sort of attend a Directions North America event, maybe in general, but also this year? Who do you hope to be there? Who can people expect to see if they attend?
We have a ton of great ISV sponsors that are participating again this year, which is always really nice, and that helps, fund the event. We've invited a lot of the GP partners to come participate with us as well. With end of life coming up for GP, we're hoping that they'll switch over to Business Central and start engaging their clients to move over to Business Central. We have a lot of content this year around development, so we're really hoping that drives more developers to attend. But what we've really tried to do is make the content appealing to anyone that works in the dynamic space, right? So we have a consultant track, a developer track, a new to BC track, which is great for new consultants, as well as the GP partners coming over to learn Business Central. We have a leadership track, a business owner track, marketing track, sales track. So it's a really great mix of content that really makes it worthwhile to attend.
And the agenda's out now, right?
It is.
You took in a ton of submissions and the committee has made their selection, right?
We have. It was really tough this year. We had, in the end, over 550 sessions submitted, which is a lot. In the end, we have 189 sessions, including our ISV sessions. So 73 sessions are Microsoft. So that really only left us, with 80 or 90 sessions to pick out of those 550. So it was really tough to go through them and choose. But I feel like the team did a great job and really tried to think about, what's new, what's changing for partners, how can we help partners through a lot of this AI transition. And then new this year, as you might know, Jason, we added a pre-marketing day, which is a day of dedicated marketing content as well. It is a nominal fee to attend. It's an add-on to your current ticket, or you could just come to that alone. So in addition to all the marketing content we have throughout the Directions event, we also have the pre-day as well.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to that. And if I could just add my 2 cents because I've been part of the group planning that. It's on the 26th, so it's the Sunday before the official start of the event. It's all focused on marketing. We've got a great lineup of sessions, and also I know a lot of people are already planning to attend, and I know we're all really thankful to the Directions Board for helping us make it possible.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you guys hosting it. I think it's going to be a great event.
You mentioned also, getting back to sort of the main event, the main 3 days of the event, you talked about how much Microsoft is involved. That's always been a strength of Directions North America, year in and year out. And it's one of the things that honestly makes, to me, Business Central such a unique product inside of Microsoft, is that consistency and sort of that connection that the audience at this event has to this specific group at Microsoft. It really is something that you don't see in even other areas of business applications, I would say. Can you talk a little bit more about what it's looking like this year?
Absolutely. Yeah. Microsoft is so generous to give their time and their team for this event. We have many, many of the people that are on the Business Central product team that attend the event. And I think one of the really unique things that you alluded to, Jason, was the BC team is willing to just talk to people, right? They want to hear your product feedback. They want to discuss how things are going, right? You get to really connect one-on-one with, the principal product managers, with Mike Martin. Everyone is there, and their goal there is to talk to you and learn from you and understand from you as well. So, we have the licensing team that's there. Their session's always really popular, but everyone always has licensing questions. So it really is a great chance to network with the Microsoft team. I think you're right. I don't know any other event where you really get that much access to the Microsoft team.
Yeah, and I would say if you think they're there to just sort of say what they're supposed to say, it really is not like that. I mean, of course, they do come with prepared ideas and prepared plans and official, well thought out stuff, but they will take questions at different points, privately or even in sort of sessions. And if you look at the agenda, I was just looking at it before we started here. I mean, they're going head on toward all of Microsoft's priorities and going to present the sort of the Business Central perspective on pretty much anything you could imagine that is hot at Microsoft or important at Microsoft right now. There's almost more than you can absorb, I would say, as an attendee.
I would say that. I think that's one of the biggest thing at Directions, right? People tend to fill up their entire schedule and slot out every single hour, and it is a lot, right? So make sure to schedule yourself a couple breaks in there. But Microsoft also has a booth in the expo where every evening the majority of their team is there. So back to their engagement, like you can just walk up to the booth and ask your question.
Yeah. We talked about this a few minutes ago, but you work with Business Central clients all the time at your organization at Innovia. You're trying to stay up to date on what's new too. What are you personally looking forward to learning at the event?
Absolutely. We are bringing, I think, 12 people this year. So we try to make sure our team stays up to date. Personally, though, the new agents, right? People are starting to ask a lot of questions about those. So I'm really looking forward to sitting in those sessions, really listening and understanding. And then our day 3 keynote, we have Joe DeHai from Neural Impact is going to talk about how important customer success is with the BC partners. So we do that. That's what I do here at Innovia. So I'm really looking forward to Joe's keynote and then his follow-up session afterwards.
It's always an event that has a little something extra, I would say, in terms of experiences and happenings, during the event, during Directions North America. What can attendees look forward to this year that you would highlight?
Absolutely. So during the expo time, we were hoping to have some fun games in there and some ways to engage. But I think what's really exciting for people is our partner celebration is going to be at Universal this year. So we'll have part of Islands of Adventure, one of the Universal parks, with a couple of the rides open. So that'll be great because the park's shut down and only there for our attendees. So everyone can have a fantastic time riding some rides, having some adult beverages, and just doing some great networking.
Yeah, pretty special experience to have that kind of event. It's going to be the last night this year, right?
Correct. Yes. I think we've learned people don't want to wake up the next morning and speak at 8 a.m. So going with the last night.
Yeah, makes sense. Great. Well, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm sort of gearing up. I think most people who have experience with Directions North America are sort of get themselves geared up to really have a productive week and a fun week. And there's plenty new, like you said, for people who are still planning to join. I think we'll put a link to the main event information in the podcast show notes here. Is there anything else you wanted to call out before we wrap up?
No, I think that's about it. It's just a really great event to come network, right? Meet other partners, learn from them, engage with them, and it'll be a great time.
Well, Trish, thanks so much for taking a few minutes to chat here.
Thanks, Jason. I appreciate it.
This has been another episode of the MSDW podcast. My thanks once again to Trish Boccuti for joining me today. For more information on attending Directions North America 2026, including the Marketing Day, check out the links in the show notes. And if you are at the event, I hope to see you there. I will be there covering it for MSDW as a media partner of Directions North America. And that's it for this episode. If you want to get in touch with me, you can send me an email, jason@msdynamicsworld.com. For all of our updates, please do follow us on LinkedIn. Until next time, this is MS Dynamics World, signing off.